Hello, everybody. We're back at the IMN conference in Denver, and we're sitting down with Sarah Lopez with Fortress. Welcome to the show, Sarah.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Sarah, I'm going to start by asking you, what are some things that got you excited about being here at IMN Denver this week?
Absolutely. I think Denver is such a strong market for multifamily, so it was really great to see so many friends from across the country get to gather here. I think Denver's a really great example for a lot of the trends and even frustrations that we're seeing in the world of multifamily right now. A lot of conversations centered around technology and centralizing your tech stack, which was really exciting for me to hear that people are really interested in figuring out ways to consolidate their tech stack to make the day-to-day lives of their on-site team members and their roles at an executive level easier.
Sarah, what are some major pains that the property management companies are experiencing, and how can technology, what type of technology can alleviate those pains for them?
Absolutely. This was a big theme this week, and referring a little bit to my earlier comment, there's a lot of fatigue around point solutions and the number of integrations that people want to leverage to make their tech stack stronger and make the experience more seamless for their teams and their residents to improve occupancy rates and NOI. And there is such great technology out there now when it comes to things like AI and machine learning. And I think where technology really needs to support multifamily specifically and the way that property management softwares work is true centralization and integrations that actually work, integrations that are bi-directional, integrations that generate some source of productivity and insight for teams and isn't just kind of a data dump into one another. So that's something we're really excited about and have been hearing a lot of frustration this week from property managers that things don't always integrate well.
Sarah, Fortress is focusing on affordable housing. There's a specific focus you just shared with me. Why focusing on affordable housing, and what are specific areas in which you're focusing on affordable housing?
Absolutely. Affordable housing is such a necessary component of this industry and something that we just feel very passionately about supporting and improving the process, again, for both residents and on-site teams to make this more seamless, make it more accessible. And specifically, the technology has just lagged. It's really cumbersome and complex to walk through these certifications. You're already asking site teams to be marketing experts and salesmen and customer support. So to add this layer of really complex certifications that haven't always had the best and easiest process is a big lift, and it's something we've seen people really struggle with. And so to eliminate risk and just help improve these processes at Fortress, we are working to make the application process more seamless and accessible to residents. So making the experience of filling out an affordable application feel more intuitive and supportive and kind of handheld. And then on the leasing on-site compliance team side, we're working to eliminate just the number of clicks it takes to get from A to Z when it comes to these, with less questions about where the data is going or who's made updates, what needs to be revised. And we're seeing a lot of success in helping teams feel more organized and more centralized when it comes to these workflows that are so important for such a really, really wonderful industry.
Less clicks, less friction. I love that.
Yes.
Sarah, next I want to look into the future, and I want to ask you about where do you see some opportunities for tech companies to innovate to make things better for the property management industry?
Wow. There are so many directions and answers to this question. First and foremost, there needs to be more transparency when it comes to your data. I think your own data shouldn't be a product of a software company, no matter if it's a core software or a point solution. And so we're seeing a lot more emphasis on that and people making more efforts in that direction. But there should be no question about where information came from or how to pull a report, which is so important. And as a result, improving integrations to really let people plug into your system so that they can talk together so that you are maximizing the technology that management companies spend thousands, if not millions of dollars on. I think there's been a lot of overpromises and just a lack of agreement on what an open API is or what a real integration looks like. And so moving in that direction to make sure that all these tools are being used to the best of their ability and there's no questions about what your source of truth is. And so I think that that will be a big theme, especially as AI enters the world of property management technology as it already has and continues to grow. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to improve the definition of an open API and an integration alone.
Sarah, thank you for being with us today. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. It's always a pleasure.